This has got some goodies in for us this month. The November Saltwater INSHORE box. Let's have a look. Right, I'm actually going to work backwards this time and save the biggest for last. So to start off with the terminal tackle, we've got some 25-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon shock leader in the package for you today. Great to add these in the boxes so you guys keep your stock levels of your fluorocarbon leader high, and make sure you keep your lures attached to your rod with some good abrasive resistant leader. Next up is slow jigging, one of my favorite ways to fish when I am inshore a bit on those reefs or shoals. So we've got here the Damiki backdrop jig in a 40 grams. So it's going to be perfect for, you know, about your 30 meter mark. Is going to be perfect for that. You can use a little bit deeper, but obviously you just want to keep an eye on how fast that current is running past you. Now I've also included some spare assist hooks for the jig in case you are finding yourself getting bitten off by a little spotty or school mackerel that may be around. But essentially you're just going to drop this down and just slowly work it up and down. If you haven't got any hits, give it a little bit of a half a crank or a full crank and just slowly work that up back through the water column. Perfect, a lot of fun. You can catch so many different species doing the slow jigging. Now moving on to something that's probably going to be a bit more casting. You can work this vertically as well, but I'm probably going to work these on the cast. This is something from Storm, the 360 GT Coastal. I've got mine here in the Biscay minnow, which is a 14 centimeter pre-rigged soft plastic with a paddle tail. It does have a little point under the front jig head where you can attach like a little treble or another hook, but I prefer to fish this straight out of the packet the way it is, just the single hook coming out the top, so it's going to be more snag resistant. But you're just going to pop a long cast out, let it sink down to the bottom, or like I said, you can work these vertically as well, but I'm going to work these probably on the cast as long as I know there's not too much structure to snag up on, otherwise I will be swapping to fishing these vertically. Also great to fish off the rocks or off the beach as well if you find yourself coming in because you've had a bad day fishing or you haven't been able to get offshore. So they are a great multi-purpose little plastic. And then last but not least, the big one in the box here from our friends at Rapala is the Saltwater X-Wrap Magnum stick. So this is a heavy duty, long casting stick bait, a sinking stick bait. So what you want to do with this is pop that long cast out, and I like to do the sweep. So pull back, wind the slack line back in, pull back, wind that slack line back in. And that just causes this to swim big S motion, pause and slow sink, big S motion again, and you can continue that. You can also just burn this back as well, and this will just swim very erratically, still in that same S motion, but a continuous retrieve. So that's going to be perfect like the wahoo, your Spanish mackerel, your trevally, even rock fishing. You can use this off the rocks as well, but plenty of species for the big stick bait. Just got to make sure that you've got maybe a stronger leader than the 25 pound. I'd probably up it to at least a 50 or more, obviously depending on the fish that you're chasing. And that's it for the Saltwater INSHORE box. If you want to check it out or any of the others in the range, just head to www.tackleclub.com.au, pick a box that's right for you, and welcome to the club.